And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Complete. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
To the air, it's Warren. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Got it in the middle, it's Blackburn. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Ford. Maybe some room here. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Stanford comes up with a first and goal. Running the red zone. It's Ford. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
A little release to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running.
Trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Tony and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw on the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him, and not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking, like the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Mensah to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Caught behind the line. It's Wingo. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Mensah. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Warren. The throw. With the catch, it's Shaw. After the filthy move, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st down and 10. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Looking for room at the 30. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Stanford quickly to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to run, it's Ford. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Throwing, Mensah. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The officials stop play here as they check on the injured Cardinal player. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Third and short now from their own 48. Trying play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Yeah, and a nice job understanding. They're trying to run a screen. They're trying to throw that over your head. They let you run up the field. You're not going to be able to get the sack, get your hands in the air, try to affect the quarterback, and a nice job getting my hands in the air and deflecting the football.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Touchdown, Miami! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
What a catch. He just throws his mid up there, and you can tell those sticky gloves are paying off. Sticks the football, makes the catch. Third down, needed a play. What do? You go find your man that only needs one hand.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're working that left side. Runs through a man. He might have some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Now the play fake. Under fire. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's Mensah to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back over to your game on the farm. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, it's Warren. He lofts one down the sideline. Got it down the field. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line as this offense dials up a chunk play. Stanford going back to work with another first down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! They take the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been...
There he goes! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Mensah. Catch in the middle. It's Lofton. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Quick strike complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Hand off for Brown. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. On the run, it's Fletcher. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open.
Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense.
Touchdown, Canes! They move on top here in the 4th. The Hurricanes back on top. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. So the 16-play drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Running inside. It's Ford. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Warren. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Finds his tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's off. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Shaw. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for room. It's Ford. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Pulls it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the... It's complete! Touchdown, Stanford! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot?
Open space in the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
So important keeping those new downs coming, getting that first down. We don't need to panic right now. We got a long way to go. We still got plenty of time to accomplish it.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Man, and we have seen it in this game, even though his team is losing. This guy, time and time again, has been answering the bell. He's been throwing dimes all game long, and he comes up with another big completion there.
And defensively, I'm going to continue to think pass. They've trusted him all game long. He hasn't let them down. I'm playing for the pass. I'll react to everything else.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, if you're the defense here, you might need to change up your tactics right now. You've got the lead in this 2-minute situation, but this quarterback is picking you apart on this drive. You might want to start dialing up some pressure, see if you can get him out of rhythm.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Throwing, Mensah. It's complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Hurricanes back on top.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Warren. Back open. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He wants a big play here late. Makes a deep breath. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go right back downfield. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's 4. Could be an alley. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And he got it! They've tied the game in the final seconds.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. The quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll end regulation.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT.
Here we go. Ready?
To throw, it's Warren. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ford. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they score first here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense now working in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Miami! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Got enough for the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. Run in the red zone, it's Fletcher. Touchdown, Canes! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air, it's Warren. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Touchdown, Stanford! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.